Proven winning overlays video 16x. Gulfstream Park. We got a race on the turf here that makes it a preferred race. Let me explain that to you. Over on the Horse Racing Digest page, you click on that handicapping video link right there, or the laptop takes you to that page where all the videos are. And right here on the right, value odds and overlay preferred races. 90% of all value odds winners come out of these situations. You got maiden claiming and maiden special weight, so basically all maiden races. Then you got claiming races with a condition, like non-winners of this or that or the other. Anything attached to the claiming price as a condition. Then you got your bottom and low-level claimers, your $5,000 to $10,000 claiming races. And you got all races run over the turf, which is what this particular video will be. And all races run on a wet track. Okay? Those situations that I just showed you are races that are considered hard to handicap. The betting public is frequently wrong in those races, and that opens the door for an overlay on another horse. These reports do a good job of filtering up the true contenders. I'm going to tell you why this is a good video, because I'm going to explain a little something about the psychology of the betting public, the other horse players, to you. First of all, the top pick in the race is number 5, Dug In. 12 to 1 morning line. Our top pick in here on the report at 3.5 to 1 true odds. That's 7 to 2. Okay. This horse has the best total pace rating. And if you've watched some of my other videos, you've heard me say it dozens of times. Top pick with the total pace. Icon. One of my favorite angles of all time. On any horse. In any race. But especially on a value odds horse who's going off at 20 to 1. That's what they let Dug In go off at. I'm going to explain to you some more things here, and then I'll tell you why they let this horse go off at 20 to 1. By the way, the 13 was scratched, and the 8 and the 2 were bet 9 to 5 and 3 to 1. Okay, and your top pick's 20 to 1. Dug In also has the highest turn time rating on the 113. Okay, that's speed around the final turn. Okay, and if you look here, turn time 88, turn time 90, turn time 91, turn time 92. 113 is just stands way above the rest in this field. He qualifies for Super Angle S by having the highest turn time rating and the highest mid-pace rating with a 106. As you can see here, the 106 is a pretty dominant figure in that category. So any horse that has the best middle pace and turn time rating qualifies for Super Angle S. Okay? It's another one of the things that we are making a boatload of money on here. Angle S is part of the new book that's coming out, and I'll tell you a little bit about that in the future. It's coming out any day now, supported by reports for the members. But let me finish with this particular horse here. Okay, 20 to 1. Why 20 to 1? Well, I'm going to tell you very simply. This is a turf race. Keep in mind it's a starter allowance race. So there's no true world beaters in here or even allowance runners. These are claiming horses. Now, Dug In is coming off of dirt races. Finished 4th out of 12 last time out. Not bad. On the dirt at Gulfstream. Previous to that was 2nd at Calder. Previous to that was 4th at Calder. Trainer Carlos Martin certainly knows. He comes from a family that knows a lot of, trying to use the right word here. He comes from a family of trainers that know a lot of little quirky angles to get horses to win at big prices. Okay, how's that? I think I said that safe enough. So, I mean, the horse is showing that he wants to run, and whenever a trainer switches a horse on surfaces from dirt to turf or vice versa, there's always a reason, and there's always something he's trying to accomplish. When he switches a horse to the turf, he's either A, trying to run the horse into conditioning, to get better conditioning, to bring him back to the dirt, but this horse is already kind of in condition. He's not being outrun. He's being competitive. So you take a competitive horse and you put him on the turf, that would be B, the trainer thinks the horse is going to run well on the turf. Okay? For whatever reason the trainer has, there's dozens of reasons on why, other than pedigree. Pedigree is the obvious on whether a horse will like the turf. But other than pedigree, there's a lot in the formation, conformation of the horse, right down from his head down to his feet and I mean, there's so many different things that good trainers look for, and they could say, hey, you know, this horse might really take off on the turf. Okay, so his figure, for that reason, his figures that come from the dirt that are superior to the rest in this field should be considered valid on the turf. But above all else, all this other crazy stuff, I say crazy because the only thing that matters is that I got a top pick with the best total pace rating, and he's 20-1 in a preferred race. Personally, that's all I need to know. Oh yeah, what's his name and what's his number, so I make sure I can get the right bet in. Okay? Tell me it's a preferred race. Tell me the top pick has the best total pace and he's 20-1. Then tell me his number and his name. That's all I need. The rest of the stuff that I've been talking to you about is all part of the story of the horse that can help give you confidence. Okay? Because, you know, the bettors will look up and say, why aren't they betting this horse? See, a lot of times that's to your advantage, or it's to our advantage. If you can come up with a valid reason why the betting public might not be betting a horse, then you have yourself an excellent opportunity on taking advantage of the mistakes the betting public make. And they make mistakes in these preferred races because they are hard to handicap. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things to figure out. But suffice to say, when you got a horse coming off dirt races that maybe hasn't won but is running competitively, and that horse is switched to the turf, and his figures are there, okay, there's a good chance that the trainer thinks he can run well on the turf today against these particular foes that he's going to be racing here in this race, being in a starter allowance. You know, the trainers read the condition books. They know what races are coming up, and they point, and they have their horses, and they say, okay, I'm going to put this, I'm going to put Doug in that race, I'm going to put this one in that race, I think this guy will fit good in that race. You know, and a good trainer always has a systematic way of doing things. And well, I think that's the situation here. So you could, with that knowledge, you could bet the horse with confidence. But like I said, all I need to know is top pick, total pace, preferred race, 20-1. Okay? And then, of course, I have yet to mention all these purple boxes. Each one of those stands for one of the 36 proven winning overlay angles that, I didn't want to show you that just yet. The ebook, the 36 proven winning overlay angles, explains to you in detail all 36 angles, and each one of those purple boxes that Dug-In has is one of the 36 angles, so you can click on that anytime and read in detail each angle. Okay, and that Super Angle S that I told you about earlier, having the best turn time rating and the best mid-pace rating. Okay, that's Super Angle S here on the digest page. We've already released. There's Super Angle S, X, and N. We've already released 3 angles from the new book, which is coming out very, very soon. I know I keep saying that for like the last month. Winning Overlay Situations A through Z, the perfect follow-up to 36 Proven Winning Overlay Angles. We've already released 3 of those, 3 of the best ones. But they're all pretty good. They're all real strong. There's about, like, half of them are about approximately a little less than half, or around half of them are for maiden races. And there's a gold mine maiden races. But anyway, this will be available in an ebook form for free. It will be available in print edition. And it will also be supported by reports such as this one. This will be one of the reports, and as you can see here, we look at dug in, qualifies for angle S and angle X, okay? And that's just a little sneak peek of what's coming. And I should say any day now, all that will be released. It's just, we want to make sure that everything is exactly perfect before we release a new product, okay? So I'm thinking any day now, so. Anyway, let's get to the wagers on Dug In. First and foremost is the win bet. For the video, I go $10 to win. Your bet could be more, it could be less, depending on your bankroll. Some players only play to win and do very, very well. I know a bunch of members that bet only to win in situations just like this, and they do very well. But I give you a whole strategy here because I know that a lot of horse players like to play exotic wagers. They're exciting. So we have a strategy for everything. Okay, but you got to get the thing to remember is get the win bet down first, because you don't want to have a 20-to-1 shot in a trifecta ticket that somehow didn't cash, and you don't have, and you're not collecting any money on your 20-to-1, single key horse on top. And next, I'll show you, let's look at the exactas. Okay, we got our win bet in, right? $10 to win. The next bet we're going to make is, we're going to wheel the exacta, 5 all. I always wheel the exactas, and I always wheel the daily doubles. So that would be a all 5 daily double coming in, and a 5 all daily double going out. Now, trifectas. Here's how we play them. We're going to key the 5 on top. Single. Then in the second position of the trifecta, we're going to play the 8, 2, 10, 11. It's the rest of the horses in Group A and the top horse in Group B. Because of the scratch of the 13, horse 10 moves up into Group A, horse 11 moves up to be the top horse in Group B. So that's 5 on top with 8, 2, 10, 11, with all in the third position. And I want to show you the results of this race. You'll see why I like to do that. And then on 10 cent super, we kick that out to a 4th position, a 4th leg, all for 4th. And then in your pick 3s, you would simply take your, take your special horses like this and just key them as singles with the Group A horses in the other races. Okay? Now, that is how the bet is set up. We have that strategy for every single race that we play. Never changes unless there's a situation where we key 2 horses. But most of the time we're only going to have 1 horse to key. We like it better that way. Okay? Anyway, let's see what happened. Dug in. Boy, he got up there early at the the second call over here at 6 furlongs. He started to put his head in front, And here's where your total pace rating kicks in. Total pace is measured from here, the second call in a route race, to the finish. That's where total pace is measured. So obviously, we said he had the best total pace. There it is. And we explained to you why we thought his dirt figures would carry on to the turf, because we think like the trainer thinks. Okay? You got to think like a trainer sometimes. Think, why is this trainer putting this horse in this race? Why? And then come up, and these reports do an excellent job telling you the complete story of every race once you learn how to read them and understand them. Anyway, $42 on the Win Mutual. It ran 5.89 and 5.8. That's cold. And then, of course, we had all for third. And looky here, we got an 83 to 1 shot for third. That's why I like to put all for third. It gave us a $1 try for over 6,000. Nice, nice. Let me get you to the payoff screen. All right, here is everything. $10 win bet returns $210. The exact $140.60. $1 trifecta, the way we play our strategy, $6,499.70 for $1. 10 cents. The super paid 18 grand, but 10 cents. Well, paid for 10 cents, $1,879.88. Pretty dang good for a dime. 2 daily doubles, 158.80 and 118.20, and throw a pick 3 in there for $1 at good measure, 346.70. Third race at Gulfstream on this particular day, and we're kicking $9,353.88 into the kitty. And it looks like we got some money to play with for the big weekend of racing coming up over there at Gulfstream Park. But nonetheless, we wait for our situations like this. On this page, let's see, this is video 390. So you've got almost 400 videos on this page, and every one of them, if you take a look, you're going to see a lot of the total pace icons there. See that? Total pace, 6 grand hit, total pace, 6 grand hit. You're going to see a lot of that on here. Total pace, late pace and regular pace as well. Here's your total pace on that 28 grand home run over there at Calder during closing day. There's almost 400, there's total again, 400 videos. Watch them all, as many as you can. There it is again. Because, and watch these videos. I recommend that you watch these videos each 3 times, because you will catch different things that I mention in the videos that you will be able to use to win bets of your own. You'll hear me say things the second time you watch the video that you didn't hear me say the first time, or maybe it just didn't sink in the first time. And then listen to it a third time, and even more information you will hear, and it will sink in. And this stuff will help you make your tickets the way they should be made and played, which in turn makes you what? Money. You make your money on these big scores, okay? 4,000 here, 9,000 there. All added up at the end of the year equals long-term profit, okay? That's the way to make a profit in this game. Not by trying to make a couple bucks each race. You know, I think a lot of horse players believe that they can make a certain amount of dollars each race. You know, oh, if I just play I'll play 10 races at Gulfstream and I want to make 20 bucks in each race, and I'll be happy to get $200 profit for the day. Let me tell you, how's that been going for you? I know we've all done it. We've all been there. I was there. It may have been 20 years ago, but I was there. I mean, I know how the horse players play. But long-term profit cannot be had that way. All right. The only way it can be had is with these big hits. Added up at the end of the year equals a profit for you. Okay? So like I said, please watch the videos. They're here for you. They're free. And my goal and my whole existence here is to help every one of you become a better horse player and a profitable horse player. Rome wasn't built overnight, but if you really want to be a good horse player, study these videos and study all the information on the Horse Racing Digest page. But really, really focus on the videos and listen to the things I tell you in the videos. I get feedback constantly from people telling me that because of the things they heard me say in the videos, they made, they won X amount of dollars today. Thank you very much. I'm going to keep watching your videos, and etc., etc. I get so many emails that but they all pretty much say the same thing. Your videos are great. I'm really learning. This is really getting good. I'm cashing a lot of tickets. Thank you. But that's basically the whole gist of most of the emails I get. All right. So watch the videos, and what is it? 90. I believe today that I make this video is 99 or 98 days to the Kentucky Derby. Oh boy, we are on the road to fun. Thank you very much for viewing, and good luck with all your wagers.